Hello everybody, my name is Caleb. Today I'll be doing a speech about the history of fire departments. So the first fire department started in Rome, 6 AD, about 500 people. And the way they did things was, when there's a building that was on fire, they offered the owner to buy it at such a miserable price that if he didn't sell it to them, they'd walk away and let the building burn. So the way they do it is they buy the building from you, they tear it down, and then the fire goes out, which is the way they did it back then. They were called vigiles or city watchers, and they patrolled the streets for fires, and kind of like how police patrol the streets now. They used bucket brigades, pumps, and they just tear down the buildings with hooks, which is their way of preventing fires. Rome suffered most of fires, which destroyed 2/3 of it, and that's how America got its first department in 1678 in Boston. So Boston had major fires from 1653 to 1676. And that's when they purchased London pumps. So London pumps are a way to gather water from the ground or from a natural resource and bring it, which is faster than a bucket brigade. So they had 15 firefighters and 4 wardens compared to Rome's 500. So that tells you about America's modernizing fire departments. The first major modern fire was March 25th, 1911 in the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory in Manhattan, New York. It started at 4:40 p.m. and killed 146 people, most of them aged 14 to 23, which are mostly women and girls. And then it also killed 23 men. So it was on 8th, 9th, and 10th floors of a 10-story building. And the way they had it was a foreman would lock the doors and windows, preventing unauthorized breaks or thefts. So when the fire got caught from a lit cigarette in a cotton bin, the fire started immediately like that, and the girls had no way to escape. So most of them jumped from the 10th-story building down to the concrete floor. New laws were set in place, and the fire escapes were now reinforced because before they weren't anchored into the building properly, so when they tried to use them, they all fell to their deaths from the fire escape falling off the building. Another major fire would be the Coconut Grove, which happened November 28th, 1942 in Boston. Now this is one of the most deadliest modern fires that ever happened in U.S. history. It killed 492 people and injuring 130 people, which had a maximum capacity of 1,000 people. Now the club had an actual fire maximum occupancy of 460 people. So the way that happened was a kid, a 16-year-old busser who was underage to be working there, fixed a light in a decorative palm tree, and he lit a match to the light to where he could see the pin the light bulb in. And most people say they saw him put the match down, but then that's how the fire started. People say it was faulty wiring, or they say it was him. So the way that most people died was the owner, who had no business license, no liquor license, no food handling card, and he paid off the fire chief to clear his building for, they had fire checkers to make sure the building was safe. So he had emergency doors bricked up, windows and doors bolted shut so people couldn't leave without paying a tab or stealing. It had one revolving door as its main entrance, which actually jammed due to multiple people trying to escape, which how a lot of people were trampled and burned to death because of that door jam. That's why when you go to the strip, you see those big revolving doors and you see side doors, hinged doors on the side. That way, if the revolving door is jammed, you can still exit through the side doors. It's also changed many laws. So fire escapes are now posted every time you walk into a building. You see the maximum occupancy that's allowed. You can also see where the fire escapes are posted. That way you guys know if there's a fire, you know how to escape. And also the burn treatment and major changes that are actually changing after this fire in major hospitals. So I got most of my sources from firehistory.com and bozemanfirehistory.org. Thank you. So about this, the fire history, most of our fire precautions that we have today, it wouldn't be as modern as you guys would think of it today. So think about all the people that died and what happened to them. If their lives were never lost, we would not have such laws that we have today. So when you guys go to a certain building, you guys feel protected from fires. You guys have a fast fire response from your local fire department. You see so many firehouses and fire trucks roaming the streets because of what happened. So thanks to those people that lost their lives, even though it was a tragedy, they also paid a higher price than just dying. Thank you.